What's going on, family? Let's get into this video, man. The mother refused to pay for a toy or candy, something that her child had picked up in the store. Then turned around and got an attitude with the clerk that was trying to stop the kid. So it was only about 30 seconds long, but we finna play it, man. And this is the problem when you don't correct behaviors early. You end up having parents like this. Let's get to it.
Didn't pay for that. I didn't charge him for it.
What you talking about?
The thing in his hand, I didn't charge him for it.
My baby gotta steal a motherfucking thing about this motherfucking
No, you gotta come back. He gotta come back here and pay for it, or you gotta come back.
I ain't paying for that
No,
shit,
he gotta pay for it. No,
I ain't got time.
yeah,
I ain't got no reason to steal about it.
yeah,
I ain't
no.
got no reason to steal about
Give me,
it. Don't
no,
touch
give
my
me,
baby.
yeah,
Don't touch
give
my
me,
baby.
no,
I'm not
give
with
me,
that. Don't touch my baby.
no, give me
Don't
that.
touch him.
Yeah,
don't touch him.
no,
Back
give
up.
me that.
Don't touch my baby.
Give me that. I'm gonna call the
No.
police right
So
now.
call him then.
Okay,
Call him.
yeah, I'm.
Call him.
Okay, give me that.
Call him.
Give me
Don't touch my
now.
baby.
You know, it's that type of behavior, man. You have to be that type of behavior is embarrassing. Let me say that. First of all, if he didn't pay for it, or she didn't pay for it, because he was obviously a child, he can't pay for it. But if she didn't pay for it, and the clerk said, "Hey, I didn't charge you for that. Hey, you got to come back and pay for that." Why get upset? Why turn around and say, "Well, get it back in blood," or "I'm not paying for it," or whatever, and then don't touch my child? It's those type of behaviors that make us look bad in the community. If you know your child did something, stop trying to be like, "Oh, my child didn't do that. He ain't got to steal." Well, if he ain't got to steal, just pay for it and then correct this behavior. I remember one time when my baby was a small man, really small. Like I say, all my kids are grown now, but they was about, I want to say she was about 3, and we was in a little convenience store, and there was some candy, some now laters, and my baby had put she had picked it up, you know what I mean, and she had put a piece of now later in her pocket. I correct her immediately like that, you know what I mean, because that's something we don't have to do, never had to do, you know what I mean, have to steal. And I always tell my kids, you know what I mean, I come get you from jail for pretty much anything, self-defense, fighting, anything, but I won't come down there and get you if you caught stealing. That's one thing I won't do. So in this particular case here, old girl was like, "My baby ain't got to steal nothing, then get it back in blood." And we always want to act tough. Just pay for what the kid picked up and move on. You know what I mean? Why make sense? And my man, I was knew he'd had issues with her before, because he definitely wanted to make sure he recorded. And then little man didn't want to give it back. When he reached for it, little man ran behind his mom, and then she put her hand in there to like shield him. Hey, why even go through all that? And why the people that's with her? Just be like, "Hey man, here the money. Let's go and pay for this." They started walking out the store. See, that's the issue I have with this whole mindset. And then when the little kid get grown and out here stealing and hurting people in the streets, catch up with him, because karma's a motherfucker. Let's be honest. Karma's a dog, man. And when the streets catch up and something happened to little man, you know what I mean, first thing mama gonna be like, "Well, my baby was a good child. He ain't do nothing." Yeah, little man out here terrorizing the damn neighborhood. He's terrorizing the neighborhood. He just robbed Mr. Melvin. He just hit Curtis over the head with a bottle. But he was such a good child. It's these type of behaviors, man, that we have to bring back as a community. That it takes a village to raise a child. That is so true. But somehow we got away from that, man. We got away from that. Well, don't say nothing to my child. Don't talk to my child. Don't do nothing to my child. When I was coming up, yeah, I'm an exer. When I was coming up, it's like going to jail was an embarrassment. You know what I mean? When somebody went to jail first, and they be like, "Man, I ain't seen little Curtis half head in a couple weeks, man." First thing the family's up, "Yeah, he went up to see Aunt Pearl, man. He'll be back in about 6 months." All of a sudden, Curtis just in dip, half head just gone. It was embarrassment to be like, "Yeah, he locked up for stealing, or he locked up for doing this." You know what I mean? We didn't do that as a family, man. Now it's like going to jail or committing crimes. It's a badge of honor out here. You know what I mean? The more crimes I commit, the teardrops on the face and the tattoos and all this stuff, it's a badge of honor. And I was never one of those guys to be like, "Oh man, hey man, yeah, I'm out here doing it." For what? Most cats that's trying to turn their life around or was out there in these streets, we don't mention that mess. We could care less about that mess. Most people who grew up in the hood actually grew up in the hood and had to live that experience. They don't talk about that mess. They don't want to talk about it. It's nothing to brag about. They don't want to ever go back to that, living that type of lifestyle. But I see people today don't want to let the hood mentality go. Don't want to let that. I grew up like this. I changed my life for the better. I got a family, I got a house, but still got that hood mentality. Why? You got to let all that go. There's places where I grew up, I'd never go back. Never. Have zero desires to go back. They would never see me in that place, period. Again, I could care less. Because I don't want that memories. I don't want that trauma. I don't want that PTSD. There's places that, I have stayed, bro. I'd never go back. And so that's the reason when I look at this video, it bothered me because I'm like, instead of getting upset with the clerk, correct your child. Correct that behavior right now. Let's nip that in the bud. Hey, you can't pick up nothing that I didn't pay for. And if I didn't see you pick it up and you walking out the store, I'm like, hey, my bad, I'm sorry. Here's the money. Then I'm still gonna quit. Hey, you have to let me know if you pick up something, or if I tell you not to pick up something, don't pick up nothing. But then I'm seeing people with her, they just walking out the store too. Look like maybe her mom, maybe it looked like it was an older woman. So that mentality probably has been passed down. And I hate to get on here and talk about people like that. I do, bro, because that's not my MO. But you have to start correcting these behaviors out here. And it starts with the parents, but a lot of parents was never corrected, bro. That's why these kids out here running rap shot like that, because they was never corrected. Let's watch the video one more time. I'm gonna watch it one more time, man. But yeah, this is pretty disturbing behavior. Then the first thing he said, get it back in blood. Not, man. But then next thing you know, if my man would have took it, I'm gonna call my baby daddy. He probably in jail some way, but she's gonna threaten to call him. Let's watch it one more time.
Didn't pay for that. I didn't charge him for it.
What you talking about?
The thing in his hand, I didn't charge him for it.
Gotta steal a motherfucking thing about this motherfucking
No, you gotta come back. He gotta come back here and pay for it, or you gotta come back. No, he gotta pay for it. No, yeah.
I ain't got no reason to steal about it.
Yeah.
I ain't got no reason to steal about
Give me.
it. Don't
No,
touch
give
my
me.
baby.
Yeah.
Don't touch my baby.
No,
I'm
give me.
not with that. Don't touch my baby.
No, give me
Don't
that.
touch him.
Yeah.
Don't touch him.
No,
Back
give
up.
me
Don't
that.
touch my baby.
Give me that. I'm gonna call the police right now.
Call him then.
Okay.
Call him.
Yeah.
Call him.
Okay. Give me that.
Call him.
Give me
Don't touch my
now.
baby.
It's pretty sad, man. It's pretty sad. And with that said, man, I'm gonna end it right there. Maybe yes, real, man. Until next time. Shalom.